dynamic enhancer, which is designed to make the car's performance on the limit easier to reach and control, which means that the likes of you and I are able to slide about without, well, meeting the undergrowth. This tech is applied by supposedly imperceptibly applying brake pressure to individual wheels to enhance the cornering performance. Furthermore, a revised exhaust system is claimed to contribute to the engine's performance increase, as well as produce a supposedly augmented soundtrack as well. So, Ferrari are effectively telling us that this car sounds even better as well. Now this is where things get interesting. Inside, Ferrari are saying that every element of the dashboard, door panels, transmission tunnel has been completely redesigned. I'm sure it has, but it's a very light redesign. Ultimately, it still very much shares a very similar layout and feel to, dare I say it, the 458, which is where this particular design language originated from. Don't forget, that is a 10-year-old platform now. I was really hoping for a dramatic revamp of the interior. Nevertheless, Ferrari are acknowledging that this is their bridge car, so perhaps we'll see the addition of an entirely new design language for the interior on future iterations of their cars. All right, let's head inside and see what is what. So here we are, behind the wheel of the F8 Tributo. Now, I can see that it has had a mild facelift. And it is mild. There are some sculptural differences from the 488, but really that's what it is. It has had a mild facelift. We have the familiar wheel from the 812 Superfast, no bad thing. Ergonomically sound. Manatino carried over as well. But there are still the familiar hints of 488 from the control bridge here. No bad thing. It is ultimately still a beautiful interior, but it is just starting to feel like it needs a revamp now. Seat design? Still exactly the same, still look beautiful. I don't know, I just think this is the show that myself and the rest of the world was hoping to see the next generation of mid-engine Ferrari V8. This is still acknowledged by Ferrari to be on the 488 platform, but for me, this is where it went wrong. If they'd have called it a 488 Tributo, I don't think people would have kicked up such a fuss, but because they've named it something entirely different and tried to pass it off as a different car, everyone's like, yeah, cool, but it is a 488. That's not a big deal. The 488 is a fantastic car. I just think we were hoping for something a little bit more radical. These are classed as the guys at their top of their game after all, so but maybe we'll see something exciting from them in the near future. Who knows? So there we have it, first quick look at the new F8 Tributo. Comments below what you guys really think. It's amazingly, which is rare for Ferrari, this is one of the cars at the show that is splitting opinions the most. So I want to know what your thoughts are in the comments below. As always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!